Now that we've created our Daisy book, we can use eClipseReader, which is included with the eClipseWriter bundle, to open and read the Daisy book you just created. eClipseWriter automatically places the Daisy book in a folder under your username, under a folder called My Daisy Books. So we need to open the eClipseReader's file browser tool and then browse to that folder and open the book. To do that's quite easy. We're going to open the File menu with Alt-F.
Add to library, Shift+A.
Down arrow once to browse my computer.
Browse my computer, Shift+B.
And press the Enter key.
Table of contents. Browse my computer.
Here we have a file browser tool. This is built into eClipseReader. It's similar to other TreeView browser tools to explore files and folders on Windows. Right now my focus is on the C drive, which is where my Daisy Books folder is living. So I'm going to right arrow.
Opening local disk, C. Empty node.
And press U for users.
Users.
And then right arrow to open that folder.
Opening users.
And
empty node. Eclipse user.
E to select Eclipse user, and I'll open with the right arrow.
Opening Eclipse user.
And then M
empty node.
For My Daisy Books.
My documents. My music. My Daisy Books.
And I'll open that folder with the right arrow.
Opening My Daisy Books. Empty node. Media server.
And here we find the folder called Media Server, which is going to contain the Daisy book we just created.
Opening Media Server. Daisy book found. Media Server. Daisy book found. Media Server pDNA.
pDNA, that's actually the DNA file associated with the Daisy book. The actual book is called Media Server without the DNA extension. So I'm going to put focus on that with my arrow key and then hit Enter to open the book.
Opening Daisy book. Please wait. Table of contents. Remote control and keyboard command keys.
So the Daisy book is opened. On the left side of the screen I have my table of contents. This was automatically generated from the Word document. And you can see here that the navigation points that were the heading markers are now displayed in the table of contents as heading names. And we can use our up and down arrow to navigate the table of contents.
Eclipse Media Server User Guide. Remote control and keyboard command keys. About the Internet Radio.
I can also navigate by page. I'll do that with the buttons.
Previous page, Control plus Alt plus up arrow. Opening Eclipse Media Server User Guide. Previous page. Next page, Control plus Alt plus down arrow. Opening About the Internet Radio. Page 2.
And you can hear eClipseReader is quite descriptive. It not only tells you where you are in the document, but also tells you what heading level that you're under. I did notice something in this Daisy book that I want to change, and I'm going to go back up
Eclipse Media
to the top of the book. And I notice here that I see a phrase legal information. And we're going to hit the play pause key, which is the space bar, to read down to it.
Media Server, Eclipse Media Server User Guide, page 1, revision A1, 7 to 10, legal information.
And I'm going to stop there. Legal information, I think I would have wanted to be a heading. So later I'm going to go and open up eClipseWriter again, and I'm going to show you how to edit the document and rebuild the book. To make that change. Something else that's quite important to note is eClipseWriter did not only create navigation points for heading and pages, but it also analyzed the tables that were present. And you can see in this book that there are tables there's a table here that's being displayed as a table. And it also has some descriptive information added, and we did that automatically in the book build process. I'm going to down arrow to the remote control and keyboard command heading.
Page 2. About the Internet, remote control and keyboard command keys.
And hit the space bar to play so you can hear what this sounds like.
Remote control and keyboard command keys. Start of table, rows equals 10, columns equals 3. Row 1, Eclipse Media Server, commands, remote control key, corresponding, PC keyboard key. Row 2, select menu items and features.
So it announces your position, the row position, and then reads the content of each cell. And again, that was automatically generated from a Word document into a DAISY book. Prior to closing this book, I'm going to add this book to the eClipseReader library. And that way, the next time I open it, rather than having to browse to it, it'll be saved in the library list and easy to open. To do so, I simply open the File menu.
Table of contents. Add to library. Shift+A.
And hit Enter on Add to Library.
Table of contents.
And it's been added. And if I go to the Books module,
Open Books module, Control+B. Media Server.
You can see that Media Server is now added to the library. And I can simply close
Books module.
Media Server.
Media Server.
And to reopen it, now I just select the Media Server from the library.
Opening Media Server. Please wait. Table of contents.
And it automatically finds the book where it's located on the computer and starts reading from where we left off. So that'll make it easier next time I want to find
Closed
it.
book. Books module.
So now I'm back in eClipseWriter, and I want to go and find my original document with markup and make a quick edit. It's quite easy to do that with eClipseWriter. I'm going to open the File menu.
N. New document. O. Open document Ctrl+O.
And down arrow to open document and press Enter.
File and folder dialog opened. Folders list box entered. Current folder no files found.
Now here we're back in the File Browser tool, and I'm going to want to go find my DAISY book, and inside my DAISY book folder is the document containing all of our markup. We store all of the information related to your DAISY project in that one folder. So I'm going to down arrow through the folders list.
Previous folder, Eclipse user no files found.
To the Eclipse user and press Enter on that.
Current folder no files found. Previous
And
contacts no files found.
Under User,
Desktop no files found. Music no files.
I'm going to go to My
DAISY
DAISY
Books no files found.
open that,
Current folder no files found.
and then down arrow to Media Server, which
Previous
is the DAISY
Media
book.
Server files found.
And when it says Files Found, it means the Files list contains files that I can use. So I'm going to tab from the Folders list into the Files list.
Files list entered ECWSAD-RTF1 of 2.
And this is the file. It's labeled as a .rtf file. That is our original document. And I'm going to open that by pressing Enter.
Okay, the document has been loaded.
And I'm now looking at the Word document or the RTF file with the original markup. I'm going to down arrow to the phrase legal information.
Revision A1, 7 to 10, legal information.
And at this point, I want to insert a heading marker to make legal information a navigatable heading in my DAISY book. And there's a couple ways I can do that. I can go to the Insert menu.
I. Insert.
And in the Insert menu, there's
H. Insert heading marker Ctrl+H.
Insert heading marker, and the hotkey is Control H. So I'm going to hit enter on that.
Heading marker added.
And I've just added a heading marker manually to the document after we did the Save as Daisy process. You can, of course, also delete markers, and all you need to do
Like line. Heading marker level 1.
Press focus on that marker and press delete.
Heading marker deleted.
I'm going to put that heading marker back just by doing a Control H to insert a heading marker.
Y. Heading marker added.
And there's the heading marker. So now I'm ready to go and do the Save as Daisy process again. I won't repeat that. And then open the book, and you'll find that legal information is now a heading marker.
File menu.
So here we are back in eClipseReader, and now we're going to go to the Books library built into eClipseReader and select the Media Server book. To do that, I'm going to just tab down to the Books module.
Toolbar selector. Open web browser. Module selector. Open Table of Contents module. Control+T.
And hit enter on Books.
Module selector. Open Books module. Control+B. Books module.
And then
Media Server.
Media Server is the only book listed in our Books module. So I'm going to hit enter on that, and it should find the book and begin reading from where we left off.
Opening Media Server. Please wait. Table of Contents. Legal Information. Innovative Rehabilitation Technology. Incorporated.
Aha. Notice that now in the heading, Table of Contents, we have a section called Legal Information. Before it was just a simple phrase in the book, and now it's a navigatable point. I can go up and down through the Table of Contents with my up and down arrow keys.
eClipse Media Server Media Server. eClipse Media Server User Guide. Legal Information.
And legal information is now navigatable heading in the Daisy book. And this was the result of us adding that heading marker just in front of the word legal information in our Daisy book. eClipseWriter is very powerful Daisy book editing tool. There's actually a lot more things you can do with it, including adding graphics, integrating audio files, even displaying animations that are made with other programs inside the Daisy book. But for most of us, simply using Save as Daisy and then moving a book into our book player or exploring the book with eClipseReader is what we're going to want to do for personal use.